Hi, welcome to the Online Jewelry Academy. I'm Professor John R. and I'm your instructor. Today I'm going to show you how to make a solder pick. Now, a number of you have written in and asked me where I get my solder picks, and the answer is I make them myself. It's really easy and I'm going to show you how to do it start to finish. The first thing that you're going to need to do is go to your closet and find a wire coat hanger. Now, it doesn't matter what color it is because you're eventually going to burn the paint off the end of your solder pick anyway. Now, the other items that you're going to need are some type of drill, either a flex shaft or a hand drill that's equipped with a drill bit that's either exactly the same size as the coat hanger wire or slightly smaller. You can eyeball it. You'll also need a short length of wooden dowel. Now, this is about 4 inches long and it's about a ½ inch in diameter. But if you need a bigger handle to hold on to, you can use any size dowel that you want. You'll also need a hammer. Now, it doesn't have to be the chasing hammer. It could be any kind of work hammer. You'll need a pair of pliers and diagonal cutters. The cutters are for cutting the wire, so if you have a heavy-duty set, that might be good. I also have on the table here a Missy wheel or small grinding wheel, and that's going to be used to grind a tip to the end of the solder pick, which is really handy if you're doing pick soldering where you stab the little balls of solder. And of course I have on my tray a jeweler's saw, and that's for cutting the wooden dowel. Don't be afraid to use your jeweler's saw to cut through wood. It'll cut through lots of things, even your fingers, so be careful. And speaking of being careful, always wear eye protection whenever you're using a power tool. Now, the last tool that I have on my bench that I'm going to use is a small vise. Now, I have it attached to a small element in the bench, and it makes it really easy and convenient for me to either take it out if it's in the way or put it right there when I want to work with it. Okay, let's get started. Your first step is to take your coat hanger and using your diagonal cutters, cut about a 6-inch length of coat hanger wire. And you're going to have to press hard. There we go. Okay. All right, so after you've cut the length of wire, you can set that down and then take the little piece of dowel and your drill, and you want to drill straight down into the little piece of dowel. Now, the reason why you do this is because you're going to insert the coat hanger wire into the dowel, and if you didn't drill a hole, the handle would crack. So let's make room for the piece of coat hanger wire. Just hold it in your bench pin and drill straight down. Okay, that was really easy. Now what I want to do is I'm going to change out the drill bit for my grinding wheel. Now, these little Missy wheels are available from any jewelry supply company, and you can get them in different dimensions. Usually they come in about either 1 inch or 1.5 inches in diameter. Okay, so once you have your Missy wheel installed in your handpiece, what you can do is simply whittle away the tip, or you can spin it along the edge of the wheel at an angle to give yourself a nice point. Let me show you how to spin it if you're going to spin it. What I usually do is I put my hand with the handpiece on the vise and then rest my other hand on the other edge so that I'm pretty stable. Give it some power and then give it a spin. It takes no time at all, and now you've got a nice little point on the end. Now let me show you another trick that I like. I'm going to point the other end as well. So let's do it one more time. This time I'll try to angle it so the camera can see it. Okay, so now I have essentially a two-headed nail. And what I want to do is capture it in my vise. So I'll just put it at a really low height in the vise. Now be careful, don't walk away from this because somebody could come up and stab themselves on this. Just put it in there when you're ready to do this last process. So I have a small hole drilled into the end of my dowel, and I want to position that so that it's right over that pointed end. Now you can see I could pull it right off. So what I want to do is, using the little point that I made at the end of the coat hanger, I want to drive it into the handle. Okay, now I can't pull it off. So we've succeeded in attaching the handle to the wire. The next step is just to loosen this up, pull the wire up, and you want to give yourself maybe about a 3/4 of an inch to an inch. Mark your point with your index finger, just go straight in, and then just pull back until you have about a 45-degree angle, and there you have a fresh new solder pick that has a nice little angle to it. If you don't have a vise, you can always use a pair of pliers to give the end of the wire a bend. Have fun making a new solder pick. Check out our other videos and products on the onlinejewelryacademy.com. Thanks for watching.